Biofriendly Podcast. It's the Biofriendly Podcast.
But now because we screwed up so bad, we have to do it.
We have to do sticks.
Sticks for the audience.
So that means that so we're going to do it for them now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because our first set of explain what happened with our first set of sticks.
So everybody knows what sticks are.
Everybody.
When we're rolling sound and video, but they're separate from each other. So I got to be able to sync this up, and I don't have one of those Hollywood clackers. Mm-mm. So my sticks are basically me clapping together on camera, and that's how when I edit this.
And for those of you who don't know, the reason you do the sticks that you have a clacker is so that you use your eyeballs to see when the clacker clacks,
right?
And you match that with the sound of the
video.
Or these days, you just have a very loud smash that Pluralize or some app can.
Yeah, there's apps that make it really easy now, but I'm old school, baby. Oh. I gotta do the sticks. So we're gonna do
sticks.
So just for this one though, we're gonna show everybody.
Because
so I basically went.
Jacob said, "Let's roll video."
Yeah,
and we rolled video, and he said, "Okay, it's time to do sticks. I'll do first sticks, and then I do second sticks." And then we look over, and we're not recording the audio, so there's no point in doing sticks because there's no audio.
I just put it together.
Why I'm insisting we do sticks?
Yes. Oh my God, that is hilarious. Because since we started, this is only our second video episode.
Second video.
Right.
Give us a break, folks.
Last time I rolled the video and then I hit record.
Yeah.
But we weren't even recording.
We didn't do sticks last time.
Oh gosh.
And you just had to do it. You had to just find
I just did it manually find.
You had to find me going.
Yeah. There was a lot of at the beginning. Yeah. lots of syncing up those sounds. Yeah. But okay, so I am just now realizing
why I'm giving you a hard time.
Why you're giving me the business. Phil's giving me the business about how I wasn't even rolling the audio.
I'm 100% giving you the business.
Okay, so now this is our second attempt at sticks.
So this is actually third and fourth sticks.
Yes, third and fourth sticks. Third sticks.
And then this is my turn, is fourth sticks. I don't even think I clapped so you could see the clap. I think we have to do fifth sticks.
Just do it. Fifth sticks. Oh, there we go.
Did it. That was such a clear sticks.
Four Sticks is a Led Zeppelin song.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've heard four sticks.
Four sticks. Yeah. Five sticks. Now
that's just one too many sticks.
That's one too many sticks.
Led Zeppelin couldn't play that song.
No. Too many sticks. Yeah. They're in the studios. I've got a song idea. 5 sticks, and they're like, no,
5 sticks. You out your mind?
That's crazy.
There's no way we can do
too many
5 sticks. Keep it.
All right.
Look, I think maximum
back.
2 sticks is all I'll do. It's all 2 sticks.
3 maybe.
Oh yeah, let's just let them do 4 sticks, mate. 4 sticks is a nice compromise.
They didn't know that they'd be tuning into the Behind the Music Led Zeppelin special. Oh man, those were spot on. Robert Plant, Jimmy Page.
We were them.
John Bonham.
We were them.
And other guy.
John Paul
Jones. There it is. Look at us.
Between us, we
know our Zeppelin. Yeah. Fantastic. Well, do you know what this week is?
Eat a French fry for work day?
That was last week.
Oh, okay.
That was last week. No, it is Bike to Work Week.
Oh, that makes more sense. I should have picked something environmental.
Yes.
It's not like
I told you, right? First of all, this is the Biofriendly Podcast.
It is the Biofriendly.
Speaking of which, I'm Jacob.
And I'm Noel.
And this is the Biofriendly Podcast. So back to business.
Back to business.
The reason why it would be an environmental topic
back
is
to me giving you the business.
Give me the business. This is an environmental podcast. One. And two, we know that in the months of April and May, you just can't escape environmental holidays.
Yeah, you're gonna
just lambasted with just constant environmental holidays. So it is Bike to Work Week, and tomorrow is Bike to Work Day. Friday.
To Work Day. So there is a day within the week. So it's like that day's the big day.
Yeah. So they leave it open to be like, all week you could bike to work, but on this day you better bike to work.
You don't bike to work.
I will find you, and I will make you ride a bike to work.
I'll do things to you. I'll strap your feet to pedals.
I have a very specific set of skills. I will strap you to a bicycle, and I will make you ride it. What's the name of that movie with Liam Neeson? What's the name of the movie? Taken. Yeah. It's Charlie changes the title.
I have a specific set of skills.
I will teach you how to ride a bike. I will pretend that I'm behind you, pushing you, and then I'll let go.
And then at some moment,
without telling you,
when you're not expecting it, I'll let go.
And then
when I let go, you'll be biking to work.
This has been Liam Neeson teaching his son how to ride a bike.
I imagine poor Liam Neeson's kid is like
Yeah.
just taped. He's duct taped to a bike. He's like, I can't get off.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. So yeah, it is. Oh yes, have a nice little sip.
I'm not allowed to show the brand.
Can't show the
So
logo.
I'll keep it below.
You can't show the logo.
I'll keep it below the
We're
camera.
only sponsored by Absolute
Soda.
Absolute Soda. It's a knockoff from Absolute
Should
Vodka.
we do some of that DSLS MSR?
Oh,
that you
ASMR.
like to-
ASMR.
Here we go.
ASMR. Yeah, that's what we did. Okay. All right. Here.
Soda be poured into a goblet.
That's going to make our listeners have to pee so bad. If you're in your car right now, you're probably like, dang it. I should have gone before I got in traffic.
Wait,
That's why you should be biking to work, because you can pee freely.
You can pee all the time.
All the time.
Wherever you want.
You could just
all over those bike shorts.
Just go, man.
Yeah.
Just go.
Just go, man.
Just go, man.
Hold on, it's not done. Well, it's kind of done.
That was kind of. Yeah, it was
The
done.
last splash is a little
I think
bit.
it was done. That was very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. There is something I like about this show that gives it theirs. That's the logo. That's the Absolute Soda. No, it's so bike to work week and bike to work day is tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And so, this one is something that is good in theory.
Yeah. Theoretically, this saves the planet.
No, I like it, but in Los Angeles specifically, have you ever? So back at my last job,
Yeah.
I was going through this. I really like riding a bike. I do. I enjoy it. It's very fun. I've done it in races, and so I decided one day I'm going to ride my bike to work.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was only maybe 7-8 miles away from my work, from my home.
Yeah.
And I was just taking side roads. Yeah. I almost died.
Yeah.
I almost died. I mean, people in Los Angeles are really mean to people on bicycles.
Oh, totally. Like 8 miles, on a bike path or in the wilderness. Not the wilderness, but then
Yeah. No. I know what you mean. In a forest.
Yeah. Biking through a forest
to work.
is quite lovely. But when you're biking through a forest.
When Liam Neeson straps you to a bike in LA, it is a death sentence.
It is like it's taken.
It's being taken.
It's the movie.
Yeah. It's terrifying. I was riding along. People blast their horn at you. They literally give you zero room. I wiped out many times just for fear of getting hit. And I was like, I'm never doing this again. I'm never doing this again.
I shouldn't laugh.
No, it's true. It's
the
true.
image of you're going along and you're doing it and you're going and there's someone to your left. You're like,
just sort of like, which is preferable, the Chevy or the ditch? So I would often take the ditch. So I got all scuffed up. I was sweating, just ruined my work clothes before and I was like, this was a bad idea. I don't think I can do it. Yeah. So that's the thing is, I love the idea, but LA is not a very good city for bicyclists.
Let's be straight.
Yeah.
LA is not a good city for drivers.
For drivers, it is. It's a nightmare of a city for all commuting.
This is one of those places where you get a lot of people from elsewhere, where the driving is probably different, probably a little calmer, probably a little better because their parents probably taught them how to drive.
Yep.
And they come to LA where everybody's insane. And everybody has a car.
Yeah.
And there's traffic everywhere.
Constantly.
Everywhere.
At 4 a.m.
There's traffic
all the time.
At all times, everywhere.
All the time. That's one of the biggest mistakes you can make here, by the way, is when you're going like, you got to get up to go to a flight or something and you go, oh, it'll be 4 a.m. I'm sure nobody will be on the road. Yeah. There will be people on the road. People on the road. Always. It never stops.
It drives me insane.
Right?
Yeah.
So biking is driving, but biking to work, it's not an easy thing to do. Have you ever done a bicycle thing to get to a job or a destination or whatever and had to do that?
Totally, because I'm trying to be more like metro friendly, right?
Yeah, metro.
Take a bicycle down to the metro, and then and that's like 1.5 miles down the road. But man, you'll die.
Yeah, totally.
I died twice.
Twice. Yeah. So it is one of those things that you really roll the dice, and I'm sure there's communities in Southern California because it's massive.
Oh, tons.
That have great bike paths and bike lanes and places. I mean, there's even one in the valley that goes a long way across. I forget what it's called, but it spans a couple cities, and it's a nice little bike path.
Yeah.
But
well, there's a neat one pretty close to us that goes from Azusa, where the dam is, all the way down to Long Beach.
Oh wow,
it's a good long ride, man.
And if you live at the end of one and work at the end of the other, it's great.
Then you should bike to work.
Perfect.
All week
long.
Particularly on bike to work day.
Right.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. So try to do that. But that's the challenge, right? Is it's so rarely do you have. Whereas other cities, I'm pretty sure Denver, Portland, there's other U.S. cities that are notoriously like good biking cities. Right. It's a huge San Francisco. They're one of the biggest ones that participates in the bike week. Like that's a big thing. If you do it there, if you bike to work that week, there's free food, there's events, there's fairs. They celebrate this week in a big way.
That's
up there.
Awesome.
So, but
I
here,
feel like San Diego actually has a lot of cool communities for that kind of thing too.
Yeah,
they got some cool beach spots.
Yeah, and there's probably
beach communities that have really good
tons that I don't even know about. And then you're in Europe. It's way better. Yeah. Way better.
Well,
Holland,
in Holland,
Denmark,
that's what they do. In
yeah.
Holland, that's how you'll see. I mean, they're everywhere. And the roads are actually built to deal with that. That's part of how the place is designed.
Yeah.
So Netherlands is awesome.
Yeah, I'd love to do it. And one of the things that's really kind of taking the world by storm right now are e-bikes.
E-bikes. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. And I could be wrong.
What's your guess?
I'm probably wrong here, but isn't a bike an e-bike?
Well, so
isn't it powered by legs?
Yeah, an e-bike. So it is an electric bike. Is the e-bike?
Oh, like an like those e-phones.
Not the me bike. The e-bike. Okay. So actually, by the way, I just totally had like an internal belch while I was just talking, and only the people listening like with really good headphones are going to hear that and just be so grossed out. So I'm very sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what we get for drinking soda pop.
I know. We are drinking absolute
soda.
So the e-bikes are a big deal. So you've seen Lime scooters, right? These Limes that are parked all over the place.
Yeah.
We're one of the cities that have that. And for those of you who don't know, some cities in the U.S. now have this service, these Lime scooters. They're motorized scooters. You can rent them by the minute. It's pretty cheap. Yeah. I've never gotten a chance to use one before, but they're pretty popular and fun. People say, you're trying to get a couple miles down the road and you don't want to walk the whole way, so you just rent this scooter and you go.
Yeah.
But it's caused this kind of upsurgence in these electric bikes.
Okay.
And so huge companies like Trek and I can't think of any other bike company.
Schwinn.
They are making these e-bikes and they're motorized to where some of them can go like 28 miles an hour. And so it's, I know.
Really?
So So some people now, the sales for e-bikes in 2018 and 2017 went up by 80 to 90% in those 2 years. Yes. They're like flying off the shelves.
How much does one go for?
That's what I was surprised by, because I at first was like, I'd like to get me one of those. I was like,
if everybody's buying
an e-bike, I should get an e-bike. I looked it up. It was like, so like $3,500, for like, that was like the good one, but made by Trek. I could find some that were like $1,400, $1,500, but still not cheap.
Yeah, but those are crummy ones.
Those are crummy ones.
And I only do top of the line e-bikes.
Yeah, those are ones where you got to load them up with Duracells and they run out like halfway through your commute.
5 minutes down the road.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, this is powered by a Casio keyboard battery.
Yeah. Disaster.
So those are those look like more entry level ones, but the flagship that was being pushed in this thing that I was reading was this Trek, whatever model. It was about $3,500, so it's not cheap.
Yeah.
But it was kind of blurring the line between a motorcycle and a bike, right? So you don't. So it's some people are uncomfortable with this because you don't need a special kind of license to drive a bicycle.
So like my kid could buy an e-bike.
So technically a 10-year-old could buy an e-bike and just be like, almost 30 miles per hour on the road. So it's like, it's a little risky.
Interesting.
Yeah, but they're really popular. So, I mean, I'd like to try one. It's like battery powered. And so as you pedal, you can either pedal more or pedal less. You can really switch how much work you're doing and how much the bike itself is doing. So
I think what we need to do is get Liam Neeson
to
do a movie
on an e-bike.
Where he's on an e-bike.
He's on an e-bike.
And he's chasing the bad guy on the e-bike, and there's one guy going against the other, and they're screaming.
I think that's a great E-Taken.
Right.
E-Taken.
E-Taken. They're going 20
better title than
up to 28 miles an hour down the road.
I'm chasing the suspect 20 up to 28 miles
to 28 miles an hour. And I might actually catch him.
Yeah. So
wait, we can both only go 28 miles.
Right.
So I'm now 20 feet away, and I'm never gonna get close
catch him. We're both going top speed
Oh.
on these e-bikes.
I'm not sure if perhaps I'll just run.
This is a bad idea. Yeah, you could probably
And then
run.
he just runs with his super legs.
And then he just catches him.
And catches him and murders him with his murder fists.
Yeah. What? Murder fists?
Yeah.
That's a great title.
You didn't know that Liam Neeson has murder fists?
Oh my gosh. If there's not a movie out there called Murder Fists, there needs to be one immediately. Murder Fists?
That's what we should call the movie.
That's great.
Murder Fists.
I love it.
It's about a guy who
It's about
hunts down
a vigilante
criminals.
on an e-bike.
Yeah.
But at least he's biking to work.
He's biking to work, and he's saving the environment.
Because his work is murder fists.
That's it.
Yeah.
Murdering people while saving the environment.
All right. So if you're listening, don't steal this idea. We're going to make millions.
We're going to make,
pennies.
Dozens of dollars.
Dozens of dollars. We're talking hundreds.
We're talking hundreds of dollars.
So bike to the work week is it's becoming more and more a thing that people can do, because I'm sure a lot of people go like, well, I couldn't possibly get on a bike and go that distance, or I don't have the endurance. So e-bikes are making it where fun and, getting back into this outdoor fitness and cardiovascular, but you're also having the assistance and help of a battery.
So, in LA, I don't think that helps you. I think
No.
you're still a dead man.
You're
Man
still,
or woman.
You're still a dead man on an e-bike.
Or a woman.
On an e-bike.
Anybody can die. We don't care. We don't. Anybody can die.
Yeah.
We're up for we're equal opportunity.
Yeah. So you're right. So even if you got an e-bike here, it's still, this city has to change.
Yeah.
There have to be more bike lanes. There has to be less hostility.
I think the problem is
road.
the hostility. The people come here expecting one thing, and then they see that it's LA.
Right.
And then it becomes LA, and then they get really grouchy
Yeah.
about it. And then the grouchiness makes them think about number one and not,
going number one?
and number two, probably, I guess.
And that's why they're grouchy.
Yeah, and they're grouchy because they've got
And
to
they're
poo.
like, there's this guy on the side of the road. I'm going to run him off into the ditch because I'm angry about it.
Because I'm angry and I got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And he's in the way of my Starbucks.
Right.
Yeah. I think they think more maybe about their own problems and less about, well, that person's got to get to work too. And then so that's everybody cutting each other off and killing everybody. And then the bike goes on its right and it's sitting there, trying to go. And it's not going to go as fast as you. And you're like, oh, I got to get around this guy and deal with this freaking idiot.
Right.
And then, they lose their mind.
And where are we now? We're nowhere.
We're nowhere.
We're
here in Los Angeles where nobody's participating.
in bike to work.
In bike to work week.
Because honestly, I can't. First of all, I'm 22 miles away from home.
Yeah, it's
a bit of a haul.
Yeah, we're fixing that, by the way.
Yes, we are. We're
those of-
relocating.
For those of you who think that we at Biofriendly are destroying the planet just to get to work, we are moving work
We're moving closer to home.
to where everybody at the office lives.
Well, I've been sleeping here, so I've been just trying to save the environment what little way I can. So I got a cot, and I've been sleeping here.
That's so thoughtful.
Yes.
I love that you think
So
about the
I
environment.
am not going to drive until we move. So sleep at work week is
Sleep
what
at-
I call it. Sleep at work week. If you can't bike to work, sleep at work.
Sleep at work. Sleep at
Yeah.
work. Save a bunny. Sleep at work.
Save a bunny. Sleep at work. Yeah. So it's one of those things that this city has to change. It has to evolve. There has to be some new lanes, paths built. Right. We just as a city, and I don't know, will that happen? Maybe. No, probably
it's never
not.
going to happen. Never going to
This is
happen because
this is a city notorious for holding on to your cars.
Well, the thing is this is by United States standards, a pretty old city. Now,
is.
granted, that's saying something. Those of you who live in Europe are going to laugh
You're gonna be-
your heads off when I say that the city is about 150 years old.
And that in
general.
America is a big deal.
In America, it's a lot. So what we say out here is like every one of these neighborhoods is now historical. They've all got these houses that can't be moved or crushed or anything. They've got to look exactly the same and be restored as they are. And all the streets now have people in the communities who are like, you can't change my street.
Yeah.
And then if you want to build a new highway through somewhere, they'll say, you'll destroy the houses. And then it's a combination of people who care very much about their history, which is, again, by European standards, pathetic. But Buy America, woohoo!
Yeah. I'm laughing because it made me think of the Eddie Izzard routine where he's like, history in America. He's like, we've designed this parking lot to look the way it did over 50 years ago. Just like making fun of how we view our history as opposed to, there's a castle right in front of it. Right. Anyway, but to your point.
No, but my point is, I don't think that LA is going to change too much because not until you get less cars on the road. So when they have the self-driving car, and nobody has a car. Like they're all owned by companies.
Then it might change
because you can work out you'll have less parking, you'll have more organized commuting, it'll be good. The self-driving car, I think there's gonna be like a good few years of confusion while they all crash into each other.
While everything just kind of Elon Musk's into walls.
Into just madness.
Yeah.
But they'll figure it out. They'll get it right. And when they do, it's going to be pretty, I think, good because then people can just stare at their cell phones and no one will care.
Yeah. And there's the 28 by 28 initiative too, which is going to be helping our public transportation. We talked about that, remember? So yeah, I think in our lifetime we'll probably see things change. So
when you get the cars off the road, that'll make space because the highways are big. They're just a lot of cars.
Yeah.
And so when you start to make the roadways less congested, you can do things to add bike lanes and make them a little bit more friendly.
Well, and if you can't bike to work, if that's just not an option for you, you could always carpool. Those are other ways that you could help and participate. You can catch rides, do ride shares, things like that. Those are other ways that you can participate in this bike to work week. But it is something that
just throw a bike in the back of your car
and
drive to work.
Just drive to work with a bike
in a circle,
and then bike around to show your coworkers. Like, just pretend.
Hey guys, bike to work today.
Totally did. And then after everybody went home, you throw it in the back of your Hummer.
Your Hummer.
And you just drive as emissions or just destroying the environment. But yeah, so it's a cool thing. And I just knocked on my microphone. It's a cool thing, and I love bicycling. I like riding bikes. I think it's probably one of my favorite pastimes that I don't get to do enough. I don't have a good bike anymore, so I'm gonna save up for an e-bike, man. I want to go 28 miles an hour.
You're gonna go 28 miles an hour
and murder fist somebody.
In LA?
Yeah. 28 miles an hour. Well, I would never get on the freeway. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't think you'll survive the roads.
No, I won't.
I think it's a.
I won't. I'm not going to do it to commute to work. I'm going to do it to just enjoy riding.
Here's my issue with the e-bike.
Okay.
You know what my issue is?
I want to hear this.
I got issues.
Let's hear it.
All right.
New segment. Noel's issues.
My biggest thing is that part of the reason you get a bike is because we spend more time sitting and
absolutely
not exercising and not doing manual labor or any of this kind of stuff. And so having part of the bike to work week is also for health.
Yeah.
It's just better to do that. If you get on an e-bike.
Well, you're supposed to still work on it a little bit, but it is.
Who's working on it?
Right. If you have
I'm moving my legs.
If you have the ability to just totally phone it in every time you got on that bike and just be like, I'm just going to let this thing take me into work, you would do that the majority of the time, right?
People,
Come on.
They're no darn good.
People are no darn good.
They're not gonna ride their bike.
It's true.
And the other thing is that a bicycle is totally, it's as eco friendly as it gets. It's just, it's like you're not
because the e-bike would require a battery,
right?
Which requires another thing.
Which, depending on the quality of the battery, it ain't gonna last that long. And now you've got to dispose of that in the groundwater.
Waste problem.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than a car. Yeah, it's better than a motorbike. But God, people, just ride the stupid bike.
This is making me feel like my business idea is going to fail. I was thinking, well, there's e-bikes, there's motorized scooters, but no one has hooked a battery up to some roller skates and made that...
Murder skates.
Murder skates. I was like, we need to bring roller skates back, but have them be self-propelled. You know, some people are just standing upright. Because some would argue, they would say that those hoverboard things are essentially that because that you can't split your legs. You know, I want to be able to Jean-Claude Van Damme splits.
First of all,
in case there's a cone coming, and I can go
Also, nobody wears headbands.
Right.
You know, if they're
on a hoverboard, like one of those, exactly.
In order for me to wear my headband, which we've established a Tough Mudder episode, I'm gonna wear my headband.
You're gonna wear your headband.
I can't wear a headband on a bike, and I can't wear it on a hoverboard.
No,
but I can wear a headband
on roller skates.
And if those roller skates are
e-skates,
then I'm just gonna make me that much cooler.
I think it would be awesome. So are you in? We're gonna crowdfund.
You know what? I'm against e-bikes. but I'm for
pro e-skates.
Pro e-skates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would look great. You could wear a headband, the wristbands, knee
elbow pads,
knee pads.
I'd socks with stripes up to my up to my just right above my calf.
And I want your shorts to be about as short as is legal in the state of California.
Here's the deal.
Yeah.
I'm a father, and not a young. I'm not an old man.
I'm not.
But I'm not a young man.
You are like a fine wine.
Right. Thank you. But there are booty short limits to people my age.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say we'll put the shorts. I'm gonna keep them
risque.
Let's go 2 inches below.
Yes.
Below
cheek,
the Sorkins.
Yes, the Sorkins. So
if anybody follows Jacob on Twitter, and you would have heard.
You'll know what that means.
The greatest joke.
So so it's got to be enough to turn some heads. Right?
Yes.
You're not breaking any laws, but you got people, you whiz by on some motorized skates, and they go like...
I just want to break necks.
Yeah, right? You want them to go like, are those motorized skates? And hey-oh!
Who is that?
And who is that? Who is he?
Yeah, as they're looking at the socks, and the knee pads, and the booty shorts.
Yeah.
Should I go midriff?
Or
is that too much?
Work up to it.
Work up to midriff. Once I get the muscles really popping in my...
Yeah, if you're doing that every day, you're going to be trim and fit and feeling... Trim. Yeah, you're going to... And then you'll just, I say, every couple weeks, just let the shirt go up an inch.
Just up an inch.
Yeah, until
eventually...
No shirt.
No shirt.
Exactly, that's
Shirtless,
the goal. That's the goal.
Headband, elbow pads.
You're going to feel amazing.
Wristbands.
Yeah.
Knee pads.
Yes.
Wrist guards?
Yes.
Wrist guards.
I want as many protective things on your limbs, but your torso is so vulnerable.
Open.
Just open.
Wide open.
Just
and no helmet either.
Yeah, no.
Headband, no helmet.
Your arms and legs will be fine if you fall, but your chest and your face and your head in big trouble.
Big trouble.
Big trouble.
Trouble in Little China.
Yes. Big trouble. So the bike thing, By
the way, are you joining me in the booty shorts and the boom boom shorts when we do this?
Am I joining you? I will definitely not do that. I will never do that. No, yes.
What are you going to wear?
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the exact opposite.
Okay.
I am going to protect my head.
You'll have football shoulder pads.
And in this area, and then my arms and legs just free and naked as a baby.
Free and easy.
Just open.
Yeah.
So that I am the most scraped, scuffed up human ever in existence.
Are you going to do Speedos?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Because if I'm gonna we got to look like the yin and yang of the e skates. Like we're like the Daft Punk of. They're like, who are those guys? who are those guys? 911. What's your emergency? I don't know what I'm looking at here, but you should take these guys away. Definitely.
Something is an emergency.
I have children, and those shorts.
What's your emergency? I have children.
I have children, and they shouldn't be witnessing this. They should not be witnessing this. This is one thing that I thought was kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
Bike Week.
So we're doing a podcast.
Well, are we?
Sorry.
Are we? We're just hanging out like we are. And now they're hanging out with us too. So Bike Week, which is this week, it's been around for a while. It's been, I think it said like 1956 was when it was started. And this is the best part about it. It was started by the League of American Bicyclists. I just love that
the lab?
The League.
Or is it the Loab?
Yeah, I'm looking for it. The League.
The Loab.
Yeah, the Loab. I just love it whenever somebody throws League in front of something. Because it immediately adds this panache. Like, a league?
They fight.
For
rights, though.
To party.
Yeah.
They a league.
The Beastie Boys were a league?
They were a league. They had to have been.
They were a league of party fighters.
The original name of the group was the League of Beastie Boys.
The League of Beastie Boys.
Somebody along the way was like, guys, got to drop the league.
Too many letters.
It's too strong. Too strong.
People can't have it.
People are freaking out. Can't have a League of Beastie Boys. Just be the Beastie Boys.
Just be the Beastie Boys.
So yeah, it's a league of the American Bicyclists, and they're the ones. So that's the gang that I want to get in immediately.
So do they have guidelines, the League of American Bicyclists, on this whole thing, or is it just?
No, I think it's just ride your bike to work. That's it. Ride it to work, ride it home, do it the whole week. But if you don't do it on the day, they'll send Liam Neeson to
to come over and make sure that you'll never forget how to ride a bike.
Exactly, to make sure. I've brought some training wheels just to make sure you know how to ride a bike. So, yeah, it's a very simple, straightforward week. It's bike to work, and that's it. Yeah, and if you're unemployed, go outside, ride in some circles, and then go lay back down on the couch and watch some Netflix. You know, whatever, man. Whatever you're doing, just get on a bike this week. Yeah. It's to encourage you to get out in the world and you know, they say it's really good for you mentally, and it increases your brain waves and power and your health and cardiovascular. There's like a million benefits.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that at all, because when you exercise, that happens.
You feel good.
Yeah, you totally, man.
They say your clarity, your mental focus, like your cognition, everything totally improves from riding bikes. So just think about how good this podcast is now. If we rode bikes, a little better.
Yeah. At least
a little better.
We lost
a point.
Didn't we lose 12% or something when we?
Yeah,
something caused us to lose.
The quality of the show went down, but I can't remember what it was. Was it just showing our faces? Was that it?
That's probably what it was. I don't know. Something. This would get that quality back.
We'd get it back up. We'd
get back to 100%.
We'd be OG like when we started
at the beginning. Yeah. Back when we were Smithsonian quality.
Yeah. Then we'd be a league of podcasters. just throw league on anything. I just want to, like, in casual conversation now, I just want to be like, yeah, I'm in a league of environmentalists. You know, no big deal.
I'm part of the league of door handle turners.
Yeah, league of bathroom attendants. You know, like, I'm a, right? League of bathroom attendants.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm part of the league of pencil users.
Yeah, right.
We write with pencils.
Oh, yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah, league of, is that the league of pencil users? Is that the league of bathroom attendants? Wow.
Is that the league of electrical circuits? I don't know what
I'm out. Yeah. No, I was just laughing about the bathroom attendants. I don't like bathroom attendants. Yeah. They make me feel uneasy.
Do they?
Well, because you feel like you have to tip. And you're not,
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You go to a bathroom, and then there's a guy standing there watching you pee.
Yeah.
And then they've got the colognes, the mints, whatever. And even if you're not taking anything,
here's my recommendation.
What's your recommendation? I love the tangent of this podcast.
So you walk into you go in there, you see them, you go, stare at him.
Yeah.
Go all the way over to the bathroom. Uh-huh. Keep looking at him.
Never break eye contact.
Pee while he looks at you. Wait, you're staring at him.
Uh-huh.
Get that done.
And then come back
up. Walk back up. Grab the towel. Keep looking at him. Wash your hands.
Oh.
Don't ever stop. Put your hand out. Give him a mint.
Yeah.
Give him a mint. Take the mint. And exit.
And that's how you do it? Noel's eye contact, for those of you who are not watching, that eye contact was unbelievable. That was the most locked eye contact I've ever seen since Taken.
This is the Liam
Neeson eye contact
trick.
I have a very specific set of skills.
I must stare at you with my eyes.
Stare at the bathroom.
Well, I go to the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom. See, I always feel, I'll try your method, but I always feel guilted into giving $1 at least once.
Go bold. Like, be so bold and mean.
Yeah.
That he feels off, like he feels put off. You're staring at him so much, you're so intently, deeply looking through him as you're doing everything.
And a lot of gulping.
And it makes him go, like, what am I doing here?
Why am I here? Well, that's the thing about those jobs is you never 100% know if that person was actually hired to be there.
Yeah, or
you're always like, is this just a dude who has a bag of double mint gum, a pack of cigs, you know, and he's gonna stand here and get $1 from every person who passes in and out here, but he was never hired for this. You know, like, God. Have you ever thought that? You've never thought to be like,
what if there's never been a bathroom attendant who's ever been hired?
Employed.
What if every single one of them? That's a bum.
I would imagine
that's a guy off the street who found a tuxedo.
I would imagine that more times than not, the person is giving themselves the opportunity to make the money while you go to the bathroom than the facility actually hiring a bathroom attendant. Because I know I've been at like concerts and pretty, divey venues, and I'm like, there's a bathroom attendant here? Like, really? This doesn't seem like the seem like the place to have one.
I never knew that Chevron would have a bathroom attendant.
I'm at an Arco right now. I just bought $1 hot dog that's been on a wheel all day, and there's got a bathroom attendant here?
And now I got to tip the bathroom guy?
So Bike Week.
Yeah, Bike Week. Do you know what? That reminded me of a totally different tangent.
Yes.
Which I'm going to do because here we are.
Oh, why not?
Do you know the LA Zoo, the parking at the LA Zoo was monitored and maintained by a guy, just a guy.
Really?
It was a guy who set up.
Just showed up?
He's set up in the space, and he started collecting money. And then he did that for like on and off between him and like his family. They never missed a day at the zoo for like 28 years.
You are kidding me.
Yeah, and so nobody ever questioned it because there wasn't paid parking, right? So nobody at the zoo ever asked about it, and nobody at the city ever asked about it because everyone thought the city assumed the zoo had got the guy, and the zoo assumed the city had got the guy. It was just a guy collecting money for parking, and nobody gave him permission. And then one day he retired. He was done. He's like, good.
And they threw him a nice party, retirement party.
No,
you gotta watch.
He just left. He just wasn't there. And then the zoo calls up the city. They're like, hey, the park. There's no parking person here today. And the zoo's like, and the city was like, what? But you hired the parking person. Like, we don't hire the. Hold on, Sally. They're checking him.
That is crazy.
And as it turns out, nobody there was no. So they had to then put in a service then to collect
because people got used to it.
Yeah. Well, they're like, they're not gonna let the money go.
Yeah.
Like let the revenue go now.
That is crazy.
Isn't that hilarious?
That is awesome. And that guy probably biked to work.
That guy definitely biked to work.
Totally biked to work.
That guy's a visionary.
He's probably.
That guy's in our bathroom right now collecting money.
Collecting in our. We have an attendant here at work. That seems overkill.
I think the city pays for him.
Oh, okay, good. Well, that's essentially all we had to cover for Bike Week. That's it. Yeah,
that's it.
We're done.
Well,
we did another magical podcast where we touched on the information for 2 minutes.
We touched on the information for just a couple of minutes. Before we used
and then we got right back to murder fists. And we took a murder fist to the subject.
And we took care of business.
We're going to teach you to ride a bike.
We're going to teach you to ride a bike with your certain set of skills.
I love it.
Well, happy podcast then, Jacob.
Happy podcast.
Are we still sound years ahead of the competition?
We are still sound years ahead of the competition.
So do we got to add that to our tag?
Yeah.
Right?
So this has been the Biofriendly podcast, which is
beacon of light.
Yes.
In a gloomy environment.
And sound years ahead of the competition.
I hope this gets longer than the tenor.
I hope we add so many to it that we have to dedicate the last 5 minutes of the podcast to just saying the catchphrase.
Saying the sound off.
It's the Biofriendly Podcast. It's the Biofriendly Podcast.